Did you know that there are hidden messages all throughout the Bible? When I found this one, my mind was blown. It's found in Genesis chapter 5. Now, most of us Christians, we skip these types of chapters because it's what's called a genealogy. Basically a list of ancestors and descendants. This person gave birth to this person, gave birth to this person, gave birth to this person. Seems boring, so we skip it. But the hidden message in Genesis chapter 5 is pretty unbelievable. This chapter covers the generations from Adam to Noah. Now, here's what we need to understand. The Old Testament was written in Hebrew, so these names that are listed, these names have Hebrew meanings attached to them. So let's look at what the names mean. First we have Adam, which means man. Then we have Seth, that means appointed. We have Enosh, which means mortal. Kenan, which means sorrow. Mahalalel, which means the blessed God. Jared, which means shall come down. Next is Enoch, which means teaching. Then it's Methuselah, which means his death shall bring. Lamech, which means despairing. And finally we have Noah, which means comfort or rest. When we take these names and we line them up with their Hebrew meaning, it's going to spell out a special message to us. Here it is. This side we have the names, on this side we have their meanings. Look at the message that is spelled out here. Man appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down teaching. His death shall bring despairing, comfort, and rest. Put it all together. Man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down teaching. His death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest. Now, does that message sound familiar to you? This is the gospel message. Man is appointed mortal sorrow, born into sin, separated from God with no way back to him. But the blessed God shall come down teaching. God himself comes into his creation in the person of Jesus Christ to teach us the way back to him. His death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest. The death and resurrection on the cross removes our sin and separation. Through his death, he creates the way back to the Father for us. We become one with God, receive his Spirit, and have comfort and rest. Not just in this world, we have eternal comfort and rest. This is the good news that we're called to go into the world and teach. Jesus calls us in the Great Commission to go into the world and share this message. Here we have the message spelled out in a genealogy all the way back from the beginning. You can't make this up. You gotta get yourself in this word. We have an amazing God.